HighLevel has done it again. They've actually included a great new feature for those people out there who are looking to start or have already started your reputation management business. This is the ability to create video testimonials with inside the HighLevel platform. Now, there are a couple things, caveats, and I'm going to show you in this video that some problems that you may experience. But one of the things I want to make sure I make absolutely clear about this new feature is that this feature is not something that's integrated with Google at all. This is a feature strictly within the HighLevel platform. Now, I'm going to show you this because HighLevel created this feature. It's great. It works well, but there are, again, some issues that we're having. I just want to make sure you understand this is not a Google feature, like pulling Google reviews. This is a HighLevel feature. So let's hop in and let me show you what I mean and show you how this feature works. Okay, so inside here, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the reputation area. Now, real quick, inside this area, you'll see that there's a new video testimonial area. Great. So this is one area that we're going to go over here. Now, inside the video testimonial area, one of the things that you will need to do by default is create what they call a video collector. Okay, and a video collector really is just no different than if you come over here to your settings. If you notice, whenever you did reputation management, you had an SMS template to create and then an email template. If you wanted to SMS or email people, that you would create a template for that. This is no different than a video testimonial template. That's all the collector is. I don't know why they call it a collector, why they just didn't call it a template or something like that. But anyway, that's up to HighLevel. But right now, to create a video collector, you just simply come here. We're not going to do a lot of customization for this, even though you can. But you can just simply say create collector. Inside here, you can simply do everything that you would normally think with HighLevel. It pulls in all of the information from the sub account. Now, again, it pulls a logo in here. Keep in mind that logo is specifically for if you want to have powered by, and we'll go over that in just a minute here. But public collector title, what do you want to call it? I'll just call it video 1. Of course, so notice whenever we do that, it updates it here. Just call it testimonials. So right now, this right here is, again, what you would end up seeing. And again, the spokesperson, if you want to put a picture here, this is where you would simply put a picture. If you don't want to turn that on, you don't have to. It just shortens it. But if you want to click here, put in like a picture, a name of the boss, the owner. I probably wouldn't recommend doing any kind of like logo for the business because right now that's not very personal, but it's up to you. But you can put in and change and create an image here if you wanted to. Right now, you can change the name, even though it pulls it. This is a test account that I use called Global Agency. It's a digital marketing company here. And then the email address. All of these are pulled in from the location settings, so you can feel free to change any of that. Now, this right here is cool. How it works. This right here, if you take a look at the testimonial page, you can simply change the emoji icon here from this video. I think that's pretty cool. Record, and then even have a little bit of feedback about why somebody should leave this, or if you want to customize that at all. And then the welcome message, which is right here above it. Now, I really don't get this. This is strange. Why not put the welcome message above the how it works? Because that's how it's displayed on the template. Anyway, that's just me. That's just something weird that I noticed. But anyway, if you want to share your thoughts of the video, this right here is where you would change any of those. Now, here's some of the cool things about this. If you want to come in and actually create, as we'll look through this, I'm going to show a demo of how this actually works. If you're sending this off to somebody that's on a desktop, I'm not going to do a mobile representation here, but these are just some of the questions you can ask. And again, there's really no need to change any of the stuff. I think HighLevel has done a good job of at least giving some basic stuff. Tell us about your experience. Would you recommend us? Things like that. So these right here are some questions. You could change them if you want to. Right now, that attribution, more or less. Here's the problem with this side right here. Whenever somebody submits a video, HighLevel has no idea who this video is coming from. Even though you sent the request that particular email address, there's no way in the current setup right now of collecting the videos that HighLevel can determine who the person is that's submitting the video. So this is very important, and this is where things could possibly get messed up in this particular process. So you see on the screen here, they have name, email address, and phone number. I'm going to try to move myself over here, get out of the way, come over here and just try to blow this up a little bit. But if you take a look, this right here gathers the information regarding the contact of who you actually sent the information to. Now, I wish there was a better way of handling this, like somehow There could be some form of like query strings or something like that that you could use in this whole process that could determine, hey, if I sent this out via email or phone number, then HighLevel should know who this person is when they click on it to respond. Very similar to maybe a trigger link, but I don't see any of that stuff here. So again, what I'm trying to say here is the name, the email address, and the phone number are important because whenever they submit it, this information may go back and actually create a new contact record inside of your CRM system that doesn't match the original contact that you sent it out if they put in something different. For instance, if they put in an email address that doesn't match the email address that you currently have in your contact record, HighLevel won't be able to associate this video testimonial to the actual contact that you have. So hopefully you can understand the problem that you see here, or a possible problem. So anyway, let's just assume that people will put in their name, the email address, and the phone number for this so that HighLevel can associate this video testimonial to the correct contact record and not create a new one. But hopefully that's not going to be that big a deal here. But again, the message, what do you want to say? We need your info to know who responded. That's why people just need to know, you emailed me, why are you asking me for my information again? Hopefully HighLevel fixes this. This can be fixed, but again, requires some other back-end technology like trigger link clicks and things like that can be integrated with this. But anyway, this right here is a requirement for this to get it submitted. And then you finally have the thank you page that comes through and says all done and so forth. Now, if you wanted to, you can come down in here to the settings. You can simply change the logo here if you want to. And if you don't want to, you can turn that off. Then that right there will remove the powered by or the agency logo, if that makes sense. So that right there is what you can do or turn off. You can change the colors if you want to, and then simply click save. Now, I'm not going to do any of that. I created a basic template here, and I just called this one new template. So right now, I don't want to confuse anything here. Let me see if I can just remove one of these, because I don't want to get this confused. So right now, that's all it takes is to get a new, I call it just new template. That's all I'm going to call it here. But in the overview, now that we've got this, now we can simply start sending out video requests. Now, how does this work? If you see up here at the top right, there is a send review request button. That's nothing new. That's the same as if you come here to the request screen, send review request. If you come here to the review, there's a send review request. Those buttons are all over the place. But let me show you, if you do decide to click on one of these, here's some of the things that you now get that you didn't necessarily have before. So right now, what you can do is simply click on this. I'm the only person in here, so I'll just put my email address in here. And right now, if you wanted to, you can actually choose the video template. Okay, you could choose the video template to be the one that's used if you want to do video templates versus an SMS or an email or a WhatsApp template, but the ones I showed you earlier that you can actually create. So right now, we're just going to send an email out, but right now, if you don't want to use the video template for this, again, if you just want to use the basic template, just come here and click on this and then don't choose anything in there. Notice that here, let me blow this up a little bit. It does say optional. Okay. So again, if you do want to do the video template, you will have to select the video collector that you actually specified for this. Now, I can't really think of a good reason why you would need more than one video collector here. I can't really see a point, but you can create multiple if you wanted to and just choose whichever one you want. I'm just going to choose this one. Now, again, if you choose this, none of this stuff down here really matters. If you look at this template, this is the email template that I built. That won't really matter. It'll just send out whatever the new default template is, and that's the one that's going to be used when it comes to collecting the actual data. Okay. So right now, if I wanted to, I can click send request rather than going back and waiting for things like this to sync. I've already done that. So I'm going to show you the templates. But before I do that, I want to show you a problem that I ran into that you may run into as well, or your clients. If you're configuring this for your clients, is I kept running across a security problem with this. When I started this test account, and originally I did not have a dedicated email domain set up. So this is for everybody who does not have a dedicated domain set up, nor do you want to set up your clients with a dedicated domain. You just want to use the HighLevel default domain. I found a problem with that. So let me show you what I mean by that. If you come in here, and I'm going to look at the communications and the conversations that I've had with my contact record here. And I just want to show you some of the things that have happened. So right now, I'm going to try to sit back and blow this up. But notice that I had this response here These are a couple of ones I tried to send initially to do some testing, but because the high-level domain, the MSG, NDR, whatever that domain is, because that domain was actually used, it would not send it out. And let me show you the details. So right now, Gmail, this email address is a part of a Google workspace, just to let you know. But Google has detected this message is likely suspicious due to very low reputation. So right now, keep in mind the high-level domains are widely used. So right now they're, again, low reputation. And as a result of this, I would not be able to send out a review request to this. This is very important because if this isn't working, then obviously you can't send out Google reviews and your customers can't get Google reviews. Nor than that, you can't send out the video review. So this is a problem. So whenever you're doing this, initially, please test this. Make sure that everything works fine and make sure this whole process works before you do this. But I did want to sit back and let you know that you can solve this by including a dedicated email domain. So if you do that, then this process works fine. And if you take a look down here, you did see that I was able to send out a message to myself using this once the dedicated domain for this DigiGlobal agency was established. Now, whenever you do this, I do want to show you this is the email template that was used. So right now, it just comes out with a basic email template and then comes back, would you like to recommend us? And of course, this is pretty standard if you've ever done these kind of templates before, and you're going to click yes. So here, I'm going to come back and just show you, oh, looks like that one had an error. And it looks like we had, give me just a second. I'm going to have to resend the email back out again. All right, sorry about that. That took me about another minute or two to sit back and regenerate it. I think I might have deleted the wrong video collector file or something like that, but let's just go ahead and click on this again so we can get back to the screen. And this should take you out to the screen that you see here. So this is the screen that if you saw that was configured on the screen for the video collector. Now this right here is just the desktop view, not the mobile view that we saw before. So keep that in mind when you get back there. There's some buttons at the top above it where you can switch between mobile to desktop to see how it looks in both areas. So here, why record? This right here is just our standard template. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go. Tell us about your experience. Go. Now you can upload a video here if you want, but right now we're going to go ahead and just report something. Be silly here. So right now I'm going to just say, allow this time. And then I'm going to simply say, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to report this on my video testimonial. I'm trying to get serious. Oh, serious. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Rayo Daniel, and this is a testimonial for DigiGlobal Agency. They helped me build my website, set up all of my online digital marketing. They are the best. They are the bomb. They are very reasonable. Specifically, Rayo Daniel, he is the man. If you're going to talk to him because he will get you squared away. Just trying to be a little bit silly with the video testimonial on that one here, but I just wanted to show you this is what your clients will experience when you send this to them. If you've already done the regular testimonial, you'll know that all this is a series of buttons that you could select. But right now, we just want to go ahead and click on Confirm Upload. And this right here is going to take you back. Again, these go part of the questions. Would you recommend us? Right here. Give it a second here to update. I think I messed it up when I refreshed it. But right now, the video testimonial would have been uploaded here. Now, the video testimonial is great, but where is it actually stored? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know where inside of HighLevel these video testimonial widgets are stored. If I had to guess, it'd probably be somewhere in the contact record for this one. But right now, one of the things I want to show you is how do you use it? So right now, to use it, you actually have to create a new testimonial widget. Now, if you're not familiar with widgets, here on the reputation management screen, here at the very top, there's an area for widgets. Now, a widget is just a high-level feature that's used to actually display your Google reviews on your particular website. It could be built into HighLevel, or it could be an external website, either one of them. But right now, there are two types of reputation management widgets now. Before, you only see one. Right now, there are actually two. One of them is the standard widget that's going to pull from pull from Google Business Profile and display all your Google reviews. That's the one that you're pretty much always familiar with already. But now what you can do is when you create new, and I'm not going to do this, but right now, instead of the reviews, if you take a look here for the reviews, now you can do video testimonial. So there's two types. So if you want to use a video testimonial, you have to make a new widget. Now here's where you have to sit back and really make a decision, because this right here, let me get to that in just a minute when I get to how you're putting it on a HighLevel website. But right now I chose video testimonial for the one that I've got created here. It's actually the one that I have as default. I'm just going to click OK. But this video testimonial, if I click on edit, then this right here is the one that I've actually used because I've actually put it on the website right now, which is why I'm showing you this. But here for the video sources, notice that you can select all, or you can just select certain video collectors to put that on if you wanted to. So that's a cool feature. Again, you get to display how you want it. Do you want list, grid, carousel, slider? How many do you want? Things like that. Now, this override drop a video link, I'm going to show you this. I don't like it, to be honest. Me personally, if you take a look at this video link, notice there's a drop a video link. I'm not too crazy about that particular feature, and I'll explain why when we get to the website, how you display it, put it on the website. But right now, let's just leave it in there for right now. But we can override that if we want to use the new template for leaving a video link if we wanted to. So that's another thing that the video collector can do. And again, now that you've created this, you've got this new video widget. Notice that I've got this video link right here. This is one video testimonial, the one that I just created. Now, I've actually added this to the website here. So let me go ahead and refresh this page and let me just show you. So this is just, forgive the website. It's just there for demo purposes. But I did want to show you this. This is a standard testimonials widget. We're not going to use that one here. But this right here is the video widget. So now you've got this nice widget. Click on it.
Hi, my name is Raymond Daniel, and this is a testimonial for Vision Global Agency.
Now, why does it sit back and say anonymous? It says anonymous because I messed up on refreshing the page and I didn't get to the point to the attributions page where it can give me my name, whatever. So sorry about that. But here's the reason why I don't like this drop a video link, because right now anybody can come here and leave a video link. So this is one I don't like. And you can get it unless you're monitoring your website. This could be dangerous because people could be really ignorant and do just some weird stuff that could turn people off. But right now, keep in mind, I had to send a request to this person to get this video testimonial. So this was expected. But what if you left this drop a video here on the link, which overall might not be a bad idea. But if you click on this, now it's going to come back and go through the same kind of process that we've gone through here. And I didn't send this to anybody. So this is anybody can come and do this. Okay. And just imagine what people would do if they could just drop a video anonymously and things like that. And then that video gets added to your website without you even knowing it or having to specifically send that person a video request. Imagine the kind of fallout that could have. So that right there, me personally, I just think it's a bad idea. I wouldn't want to have that on mine. So right now, to get rid of that, you would just simply come to edit widget. And then from here, you would just simply come up to the link right here. If you select the different buttons here at the top, you would come down here and uncheck this drop a video button. So now that you've done that and you click save, now you don't have a problem with that anymore, with people being able to do that. But that's just me personally. If you're going to create this, I would just do that. Now, I've shown you how this works. Let me hop into the site and just show you real quick how this works. So I'm going to hop into the website now. Again, this is a website built into HighLevel. If you already have that, it becomes much easier. If you don't, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute once I show you how to do this. But I'm going to edit the main page. And here on the main page, what I'm going to do is just go and show you one of the things about why it's a little bit confusing here. HighLevel has a couple of different testimonial type of systems set up. Now, one of them is if you come here and click on add, and you come down here, let's see if we can find it here. One of them is just called Testimonials. I think I might have passed it here, right here. So it says new. This Testimonials is what you see right here. Now, this is for manually adding testimonials in. If people didn't leave a Google review, if they sent you an email, or if you want to use things like that, that you can manually add a testimonials area to pull those in. And I think that's a good idea in case you do have some of those that were not left on Google or not going to create a video in, because you want to probably include as many testimonials as possible. But this testimonial, notice over here, is very similar to like the FAQ area. You can just simply come here and add a testimonial. If you come here and click on the edit link and edit it to give them their own 5-star rating and things like that. This could also be a fake way of adding testimonials. Not that I would recommend that, but the testimonials does not pull from Google, nor does it pull from the video testimonials. That's my point I wanted to show you. Now, if you want to use the reviews, you need to use this review one. So let me blow this up. This review is right here. This is the one that actually pulls from the Google review testimonial widgets. So once you actually use that, here's the problem that I mentioned earlier. about having multiple different kinds of reviews. So right now, only the default review is actually included with this. So this is the problem that I see here. And if you come here and drop this, and I'm going to click on this, notice over here in this area, it just has a name and a style. Okay. So one of the things I would really have liked to have seen from HighLevel, and I hope they include that, was whenever you include this review widget, I would love to be able to include my Google Business Profile reviews. So the regular review widget and the video review widget. So do you see what I mean? So the problem with this is that you can only include whichever one is set as default. Whatever one is configured as default, that will be the one that comes into the reviews, and you can't change it. You can't edit it. So it would really be nice if you drop the review link, and then when you drop the review link, you would actually have an option to choose what review widget you want to display there on that page. So HighLevel, if you're watching this, please include this feature. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go back to this area here. But that's how you actually use it. Now, is there a workaround for this? Yes, there is. And let me show you what that is. So right now, if you did want to have this, and I know this is a problem with HighLevel right now, but right now, let's just say if you did want to use the other Google Business Profile widget. Now keep in mind, I don't have any Google reviews on this. This is a test account. It has no Google Business Profile. So right now, if I did want to sit back and use the widgets, I would have to come into the widget that's not default. Notice over here on the right, the one that the video widget, I had to set that as default in order for that one to be displayed on the website. Now, how do you get this other one? How do you get your main review one on the website as well? How do you do that? Now, you can do this with your default could be your Google Business Profile reviews, and then you could do this with the video testimonial if you wanted to. But either way, there is a way that HighLevel gives you to actually insert code. So if you edit this widget and you do this, there is a way that you could use this on a third-party website. Now, I'm not going to place this on a third-party website. I'm actually going to place this code on a built-in HighLevel page. So you can use both of the widgets. So follow me on this. So here over to the very right, if you click on this is an embed code. Now, what is this embed code used for? It's used if you want to place this testimonial widget on a third-party website, a website meaning that's not within HighLevel. So you would have to copy the code. You'd have to go put it on the website somewhere as an element of where you would want it displayed on the page. And then boom, that would work fine. It works. And anytime you update this thing, you get a new review, get a new video testimonial, whatever it is, it would automatically update your website. Beautiful. It works great. Trust me. But here, what we're going to do is copy the code and put it on our own HighLevel site. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to come back into sites to our website and Global Agency. And then I'm going to come back into this edit section. And inside here, I'm going to come down to the testimonials area. And then I'm going to sit back and actually use another built-in feature here. So I'm going to come down and add an element. And then this element here, I'm going to use the code element right here. So select the code element. And then what it's going to do is going to require you to click on it. And then over here, you're allowed to insert some code. What code should we insert? The code we just copied, of course. So we're just going to copy and paste that. And then what that's going to do is that's going to basically recreate the same widget. This is the Google Business Profile reviews that we had, but that widget will now be created through code on the site, except we just won't be able to use the element here for reviews. We have to use the code element and then put it in there. So I'm going to click save. Then I'm going to come over here and publish. Now that it's published, I'm going to come here, click on this and click refresh on the website. So now what this is going to do, probably it's not going to display correctly. So please give me a minute. So right now we have the testimonials widget here, the one I told you can manually add. Here's the video testimonial. That's the one that's default right now that's using the reviews element. And then we have this element right here. Now, this is the way it looks when you don't have any reviews. So this thing is like stuck in a constant refresh mode. So if you don't have any business Google reviews yet, or your client doesn't, don't bother putting this on the site because it's just going to keep doing this over and over again and be very irritating, to be honest. At least it could render and come up with no reviews. But for some reason, every time I test it, it just keeps doing this. But the whole point is that it worked. Now this is a workaround of how you can configure all 3 testimonials on a particular page at the same time. So hopefully this is beneficial. If you've learned something from this thing, if this is cool, hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know how cool this was. Let me know you're going to use it. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, are you crazy? Click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification. I have a ton of great stuff I put out on here that can make your business more useful. So right now, let me know if you have any questions, but that's it. That's the new video testimonial, all about it, how the pros and cons and just some of the things that you might get stuck with. Hopefully this is here to help you out, but thanks so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.